My name is Kigali Cross, and you're watching A Gamer Thing.
Press start.
Welcome to the guide for St. Mocianne's Arboretum. St. Mocianne? St. M's Arboretum. The first boss you'll come across is the Marble Rose Garden. The boss introduces each mechanic separately and then combines them later. First, Rose Garden runs to the middle and places a green pool below that gives resin a heavy debuff to anyone standing in it. The boss then spawns smaller marbles that scatter around the area and perform extremely bad breath along with the boss. The boss then begins to rotate either clockwise or counterclockwise. The tiny marbles, however, are stagnant, creating a maze to maneuver around while avoiding the rotating boss. Standing in any of the bad breaths will cause the debuffs, paralyze, slow, and poison. All can be cleared, however, with Asuna Leeches or Exalted Detriment. Next, the boss summons Rose Hips, which must be killed before their cast finishes, or they will perform a party-wide AoE of about 2,500 damage, which can lead to a party wipe, as you see we have done here, for science. And now, the boss combines these two mechanics, requiring you to navigate around the bad breaths while killing the Rose Hips. Throughout the fight, Rose Garden casts extremely bad breath, a cleave called Vine Probe that deals about 4,000 to 5,000 damage unmitigated, and a party-wide AoE called Burfester dealing around 3,000 damage. With a bit of dodging, fast DPS, and constant party healing, the boss will be down to no time. If the ads leading up to the second boss weren't clue enough, the Hive-like arena should tell you what the next boss will be. Get it? No? Okay. Queen Hawk doesn't hit too hard, but focuses on burst DPS and limiting your area of movement. To start, the boss will target a player with a circular AoE called AP Toxin that leaves behind a poison pool. She will continuously buzz, causing bees to spawn around the room. These bees randomly target a player and perform Sharp Spindle. It's only a small amount of damage and it can't be dodged, it just has to be healed through. As time progresses, more bees appear and thus more damage is done. The boss then casts an ability called Assail, which selects 2 random members to be targeted by the summoned bees to shoot stingers across the map. The players must dodge 4 line AoEs and 1 AP Toxin pool. Be mindful of where you're standing to avoid the pool and dodge the incoming attacks. Next, the boss flies to the center to cast a Veil. 4 bee knights will join the center and tether to the boss. The boss becomes invulnerable until each bee is killed. The queen continues to attack with a party-wide AoE called Pheromone Leak while gaining damage up buffs from the knights over time. To reduce damage on the party, it's best to kill the bees as quickly as possible. Once all bees are killed, the damage buffs are removed from the boss. Halfway through the fight, the queen casts Ally, which summons more bees. They then stand in a random position around the arena and perform Crossfire. Each Crossfire deals 2,500 hit points, so look around the arena at where the 2 groups are located and make sure that you are not in a line of trajectory to avoid the damage. The boss then continues to use AP Toxin, Assail, Sharp Spindle, and a 3,000 damage attack called Stinger Salve throughout the entire fight. With some fast DPS and fancy footwork, you'll be buzzing with excitement at the queen's death. Give each other a high five. And now you've reached the final boss, Belladonna, which looks like the product of a tarantula and a clicker from The Last of Us. Ugh. Overall, this boss is easy to defeat so long as you are aware of the mechanics. Hurt with the comparison you just made, she deals 4,000 damage with her attack, Durcinator, followed shortly by Atropine Spore, an AoE that covers the entire field except in the middle around her. It deals about 2,500 damage. Throughout the fight, Belladonna casts Soul Vacuum, causing a party-wide AoE damage of 2,000 to 4,000 damage, depending on your defense. It is important to note that Soul Vacuum has increased damage with each sequential cast, creating a Soften Rage. Next, she summons Bulbs, which dance around before placing AoE circles around them. The Bulb AoEs burst occasionally, dealing 1,000 to 2,000 damage with an ability called Mildew. It also places a magic vulnerability debuff. Periodically, Belladonna casts Fron Fatale, which causes a player to be seduced into the nearest bulb circle AoE. It can easily be dodged by turning away from the boss until the end of the cast. so make sure you focus target the boss to see when she casts it. At the same time, members get targeted with an AoE circle around them. Just run away from other party members while avoiding the bulb AoEs and being seduced by the boss. As a last-ditch effort, Belladonna summons 3 Lily of the Saints. They must be killed before their long cast called Decay completes. It will inflict party-wide damage as well as add a magic vulnerability debuff. Avoid unnecessary damage and stacking of debuffs, and congratulations! You have your clear of St. M's Arboretum and maybe some cool gear or the new minion. I hope you found this guide helpful in your future ventures in Eorzea. Thank you for watching, and take care!